Happy belated New Year's to everyone. Things have gotten really cold around the country, and this wood stove here has been burning non-stop for about 4 days straight now, and I have no interest in turning it off anytime soon, as the temperatures are going to continue to drop in the next couple days, at least where I am. There's been some really exciting things that's happened in agriculture since the calendar clicked over to 2022. John Deere made a major announcement this week, and the US and Canada have made some headway on their dairy dispute. There's all that and more coming up in today's New Ground. Welcome to today's episode of New Ground. This is AGDAILY's video series that looks at everything that's interesting and exciting that's happening in the world of agriculture. My name is Ryan Tips. I'm the editor of AGDAILY, and I hope that you like and subscribe or do whatever you need to do to keep watching these videos, because they're a great way to stay up to date on everything that's happening in our industry. John Deere made a splash at the technology trade show CES 2022 this week with the announcement of a fully autonomous tractor that is production ready. This machine would combine Deere's 8R tractor with some GPS technology as well as other advanced systems. The autonomous tractor has 6 pairs of stereo cameras, which enables 360-degree obstacle detection and the calculation of distance. Images captured by the cameras are passed through a deep neural network that classifies each pixel in approximately 100 milliseconds and determines if the machine continues to move or stops, depending on if an obstacle is detected. The autonomous tractor is also continuously checking its position relative to a geofence, ensuring it is operating where it is supposed to. Deere says within less than an inch of accuracy. This isn't the first time you've heard about automated tractors. It was a little over 5 years ago that Case IH debuted its concept autonomous tractor at the 2016 Farm Progress Show. Thing is that Case IH nor its sister brand New Holland Agriculture, which also has its own concept autonomous tractor, neither of them have unveiled any sort of timeline to bring their machines to market, which puts John Deere squarely at the top of the pack. This week, the United States prevailed against Canada in a settlement panel where dairy trade was at issue. The panel, working on behalf of the United States-Mexico-Canada agreement, agreed with the United States that Canada is breaching its trade commitments by reserving most of the in-quota quantity in its dairy tariff rate quotas, or TRQs, for the exclusive use of Canadian processors. TRQs are a system of tariffs negotiated between countries that allow a predetermined quantity of imports at a specified tariff rate, where that rate is often at or near zero. Any additional imports above that predetermined quantity are subject to significantly higher tariffs. In the case of US dairy products, these Canadian tariffs have actually priced a lot of US products out of the Canadian market. And the US Trade Representative, after the settlement panel decision was announced, called this a historic win for the US. Farmers and other rural people are becoming more comfortable talking about stress and other mental health challenges, according to new polling by the American Farm Bureau Federation. The agency set out to measure changes and trends in stigma, personal experiences with mental health, awareness of information about mental health, and comfort in talking about mental health with others. Farm Bureau found that the stigma around those seeking help or treatment has decreased in rural and farm communities. Of course, even with these improvements, it is still an issue in a lot of areas, and work continues to be done to improve farmers' access and awareness of mental wellness. The feds announced a couple of big things in the agricultural sector this week. First off, the Biden administration announced $1 billion going toward helping independent processing capacity, with the intent to create a more competitive and resilient meat and poultry supply chain. At the same meeting where Biden spoke about the $1 billion, the U.S. Ag Secretary and Attorney General spoke on revamping the Packers and Stockards Act aiming to enforce federal competition laws that protect farmers, ranchers, and other agricultural producers from any anti-competitive practices. Only time will tell to see how these new efforts are implemented. That's it for this episode of New Ground. We hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and holiday season, and that you're doing everything you can to stay warm, even if you mean staying a little close to the fire. Of course, please check out agdaily.com for all of these articles and so much more in the week to come, as well as stay tuned to all of our social channels. Take care.